Nice to see you.
Benefactors and fellow administrators. We had Ann Whalen here, who's also an administrator, but she's still greeting people downstairs. Welcome to the introductory session of the Montfort Academy's Renaissance Man Invitation. I'm Richard Greco, president of the Montfort Academy, and I believe that we've designed a unique program that will inspire your sons a true love of learning. Before beginning, there are a lot of people that I'd like to thank who have supported the Montfort Academy, and in particular, this Renaissance program. Firstly, I'd like to thank you, the students, for asking, perhaps begging, your parents to send you to the program. Or perhaps in some cases you had no choice, but I thank you anyway. And I'd like to thank the parents, too, for bringing you here. I'd also like to thank the teachers who have volunteered to spend each Saturday morning with you for the next 8 weeks. Today we have 2 of your teachers, Mr. Kaczynski, who's here, he'll be teaching the philosophy class, and we have Mr. Fury in the back, who will be teaching the mathematics class. And then there are the benefactors, whose financial generosity had made the program possible. To name a few, we have the Fitzgeralds, and I know Mrs. Fitzgerald is here someplace as well. We have the Josephs, the Hanleys, Monsignor Eugene Clark, who is rector of St. Patrick's Cathedral, who through his association with various foundations has considerably donated financial assistance to the school, and Monsignor Donald Pryor, who is also one of the advisors, in addition to much needed also money along the way. The nuns of the Poor Clare Sisters, and in particular there's one sister, Sister Joanne Therese, who gave me an antique medal of St. Louis de Montfort, who is the patron saint of the school. Our gratitude is also due to others who have supported the Academy from its early stages, like the Slatterys. I believe Mr. Slattery is here also someplace. Elizabeth Rex, the Rexes too. Elizabeth is there in the back. And I have to thank, even though she's not here, but right now I'll thank her, Mary Wolf. Mary has done an exceptional job in organizing so many of the activities that we have had to date, the various open houses, this Renaissance program, and she's really, she's been an exceptional help to us, so I thank her also for what she has done. That's it. Finally, though, I can't forget to thank our Lord and His Blessed Mother, without whom our efforts, all of our efforts, whatever we do, would be in vain. So each of you, young men, has come here today attracted in part by the idea of becoming a Renaissance man. But now I have to ask a question. Do you know what it means to be a Renaissance man? The common definition is a well-rounded person. For you guys, it means somebody who's good in school, somebody who's good in athletics, and somebody who's virtuous in behavior and character. And there's a lot of truth in that. To really answer the question, though, what does it mean to be a Renaissance man, we have to first ask a basic question: what is man? The Catechism tells us man is created as a creature composed of body and soul and made to the image and likeness of God. In each of us, God created a mind, a body, and a soul, and He united them to form one complete and unique human being, you. The Renaissance man develops and knows that he needs to develop all 3 aspects of the human person: mind, body, and soul. The Renaissance man believes that the mind has to be disciplined, the body has to be kept healthy, and the soul has to be virtuous. When these 3 conditions are met, a person is well-balanced, well-rounded. He can begin to achieve perfection, ultimately join God in the eternal happiness of heaven. It sounds very good. It sounds really good. Unfortunately, it's too good to be easy. It's not easy, it's hard. A long time ago, the first man, Adam, lost this balance, and he fell. He lost his grace. He lost his right to heaven. Adam was guilty of too much pride and disobedience. The Renaissance man understands that life is a struggle to restore that original balance. The word Renaissance itself means rebirth. A rebirth of what? Of the perfect balance of creation. To the people of the Renaissance, this balance was best reflected in ancient Rome and ancient Greece. If you take a picture of a Greek or Roman temple, the first thing you see is balance and symmetry. You see columns perfectly arranged, and there's no exception to it. If you were a student in ancient Greece and Rome, Pythagoras would teach you about the balance of the geometric shapes and the relationships with one another. And if you had the good fortune to have Socrates as your debate teacher, he would show you how to delicately construct and balance arguments so that you could convince your parents of anything. You could even convince them that going to the World Series will make you study better. What the Renaissance did in the 14 and 1500s was take the balance of ancient Greece and ancient Rome and fuse it with the grandeur of Christian civilization and the advancements of knowledge that had developed through the Middle Ages. So if you were living in the Middle Ages, which came right before, in effect, the Renaissance, you may have studied to become a priest, and you may have had pursuits to really develop your soul, but mind and body were somewhat secondary. In the Renaissance, the ideal of balance between the three was restored. In the Renaissance, you would have studied Latin and Greek. You would have participated in debates with people like Dante, who wrote the Divine Comedy. You would have looked to the heavens, to the stars, through Galileo's new telescope, so incorporating new technology into advances. You would have studied geometry, you would have studied geography, history, literature, and you would have gone to church and you would have prayed. You would have wrestled and played other sports too. Through your teenage years, if you were in the Renaissance, you would have grown in knowledge, the mind, you would have grown in strength, the body, and you would have grown in virtue, the soul, contributing eventually to the world treasures of art, science, mathematics, literature, commerce, business, philosophy, religion, and other things. The Montfort Academy, of which you are a part, is about the Renaissance. It is a Renaissance in education, of helping to form well-balanced Renaissance men. The first goal of the Montfort Academy is to help develop your minds, your bodies, and your souls. So at the school, we study Latin and Greek. It's the basis of our English language. We study geography to prepare us for travels far beyond New York, far beyond the United States. We study astronomy as an outlet of our never-ending curiosity about the world and about creation. And we learn to debate so that we could communicate our ideas and be effective in the world. And we play sports like basketball and baseball. And finally, we go to church each day and pray for God's guidance and protection of our souls. These are the essentials of education that will forever be your foundation. These essentials were laid in ancient Greece and ancient Rome. They were rediscovered and reached their height in the Renaissance. And once again, they are rediscovered here at the Montfort Academy. The Renaissance man in today's world is a truly enlightened young man, destined to be a leader for the future. You are a special group of young men, and you are a special part of a very special program. So my sincere hope is that you will enjoy our program, that you will profit from it, and when we reach its conclusion, you will have developed a love to learn more and to grow. So I thank you all very much for coming and welcome you to today's first session. Thank you. Now, just before the first class begins with Mrs. Kaczynski, I have just a few notes to go through regarding the schedule over the next 8 weeks. The majority of the schedule is as was in the brochure. However, the Carrymore Museum changed its schedule, it changed its hours, so we will not be able to have it on Saturday. It's actually now closed on Saturdays. That's the 17th.